Hello, and welcome to the Dino
Boys
podcast. My name's Dylan Fairman, and to my left in reality and on the green screen is Brady Fleming.
Hello.
He is adopted.
No, I'm not.
No?
No. Then what are we going to talk about today?
Do you want to be adopted?
No.
Can you be adopted if your parents are, like, not drug addicts? Question.
What?
Shit. Tits. Fuck. Okay. I'm just, sorry.
I'm just riffing.
Sound check, yeah. Getting back in the band, you know. Today, Brady, we're talking about a very popular dinosaur. I would say one of the big five.
I have one in my hand.
Wow. Yeah, because Brady guessed it before because he was eating it. It was like, we're not talking about Stegosaurus, are we?
See? It's a little gummy.
It's my hand. What do you know about Stegosaurus? Why don't you tell me? Anything you can muster?
Well, that one tasted like a clear gummy bear.
Okay, clear gummy bear. Good.
They had the spines on them.
I think most dinosaurs
They're
had
like
spines.
plates.
Plates. Very good. Plates. And what do you think those plates were used for, Brady?
Look, man, you don't have to be a dick about
I want to know what you know.
Intimidation.
But we'll find out very soon.
After this commercial break.
Yeah. Let's start with Stegosaurus. What does the name Stegosaurus mean? Now, last time it didn't work because you were like, well, saurus means lizard. I was like, yeah, but the name's Archaeopteryx.
I didn't think I said that.
I think you did, actually.
I don't know. Play back. Cut to a clip?
I go through the footage. I know.
Let's cut to a clip. Pretty sure I said it was old bird.
Yeah, you did. Okay, before that. What was the one before that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know, we have a weird like X-Men timeline
Procompsognathus.
going on here.
Yeah, Procompsognathus. You're like, oh, well, since it's saurus, it's a lizard. No, it's not.
Strange.
Strange. So what do you think? Stegosaurus.
Plated lizard.
Plated lizards. It's pretty good. Unfortunately, that would have been a good idea, but that is not what they called it. They called it roofed lizard.
Roofed?
Yeah, roofed lizard.
My God.
Yeah. The reason, why do you think?
They found it on the roof of a cave?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no.
What the fuck is that?
No, because originally when Charles Marsh, I think he was the one that discovered this, during the Bone Wars, lots of dinosaurs were discovered during the Bone Wars.
The Clone Wars?
The Bone Wars. No clones were
If
involved.
I eat a clear gummy, if I eat a green gummy bear, will it show up like as the green screen?
I don't know. Why don't you put it in your mouth and see what happens?
Not gummy bear, sorry. Gummy dinosaur.
Welcome to the Bear Boys. Oh.
No.
No. Well, roofed lizard comes from the fact that when they discovered spinous... Fucking... When they discovered Stegosaurus, they aligned the plates more like roof tiles on the dinosaur. They thought that Stegosaurus was like a giant turtle, which is super silly, which happened with Pachycephalosaurus. None of you would know because we've tried to do that podcast twice. Both times it was deleted by me because it's just unusable.
Because of you.
Because of me. Yeah, they lined it. It looked like roof tiles, so they called it roofed lizard. They thought it was very aquatic. It was not, probably.
What there's in there? There's not enough tiles to go around this thing.
I don't think this is what... Look, guys. Who's the archaeologist? You're a paleontologist.
You're a roofer.
You're a roofer, Terry. Is this a American dinosaur, B, Asian dinosaur, or C, European dinosaur?
I feel like it'd be European because that's where everything has been.
Wrong. Trick question. Possibly all three. Wow.
Whoa!
So Stegosaurus, I almost said Spinosaurus again. Fuck my life. Stegosaurus was originally found in Colorado, in the U.S.
Would you like a visual reminder of Stegosaurus?
No. Stegosaurus was found in Colorado and in Utah and Wyoming. Very American dinosaur. But in 2006, it was actually found in Portugal.
My God.
Do you know where Portugal is?
South America.
Really?
Is it not? Look, this isn't a geography podcast.
Yeah.
If you want a geography podcast, get a life.
I thought Portugal was on the edge of Spain.
I don't know. Again, this is not a geography podcast.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, Portugal.
Hey, Alexa, where's Portugal?
Portugal is a country in southern Europe.
Southern Europe?
Southern Europe, okay. See, you know what? I was 100% sure it was in Europe, but because I didn't want to seem like an idiot, I agree with you because usually when you correct me, you're right. This time you were not. Portugal, it's on the Atlantic beside Spain. That's where that is.
Southern Europe.
Only one found there. And later on, they believe it's possible that Stegosaurus, or at least ancestors of Stegosaurus, were found in China during the Cretaceous period.
Holy
But
fuck.
Stegosaurus is from the late Jurassic, around the same time as Compsognathus, Archaeopteryx, and Allosaurus,
Allosaurus.
which we have talked about all those dinosaurs before.
Allosaurus.
Now, the thing with Allosaurus is I only know of 4 dinosaurs that are confirmed during the same time frame. Okay, so there is Triceratops and T-Rex. Do you know why? I think I told you once, but maybe you forgot
Wasn't
it.
there like pieces of the skeleton that were all fucked up?
Yeah, so the jaw bite of the T-Rex, the teeth imprints were found on the skeleton, the fossil remains of the Triceratops. Similarly, which we talked about during the Allosaurus podcast, Allosaurus has spikes that resemble Stegosaurus in its fossils. It was
Also,
definitely spiked by it.
A big old dick.
Big old dick. We can't get that wrong.
He's got a big old dick.
Yeah.
I'd assume.
You'd assume right.
I checked. That video I watched
Huge.
confirms.
Stegosaurus was very well known for its plates. What do you think the plates were for, Brady?
Perhaps some kind of intimidation,
Perhaps. That is one of the strongest.
temperature
Theories.
regulating.
So there's lots of debate against Stegosaurus for separate things. So one of the main ones being its plates, the other one
His
being
political views.
his political views. Democrat, but has a few Republican thoughts. The plates and the spikes, from what I gather, have different purposes, most likely. None of this is definite, right? The spikes, for sure, most likely were used in some sort of defense because of the imprints on the Allosaurus.
Like on the tail, you mean?
Yeah, there's 4 spikes on the tail. Pretty sure that's what it is. Its tail's been described similarly to like a monkey tail.
Maybe it was just like a butt scratcher.
That'd be very difficult.
If it was like a monkey tail.
Yeah. So it's. I don't want to say so.
Do
It's
monkeys have prehensile tail? Like, no, not prehensile tails, but like tails that you like grab shit and like
Yeah.
give it, they eat it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think so. Maybe not.
maybe not.
No, I think that's just like movies.
This isn't a monkey podcast.
This is not a monkey podcast. Soon though.
We'll see.
This is the podcast dedicated to monkeys.
Who's Monkey Boys?
Monkey bars. Monkey wrench. The monkey tree.
That's all the other. That's all the monkeys.
A monkey bread. Monkey bread. You mean banana bread? Monkey bread.
And what do monkeys eat?
Monkey bread.
Bread.
The plates of the Stegosaurus were only connected to the body via cartilage. So the fact that they protected or were any sort of defense mechanism was probably not the case. It was probably used for one of 2 things or both. Display, like Brady said.
Display.
Very similar actually to our Spinosaurus aegyptigus podcast. It could have been used for thermal regulation because there were blood vessels going through the plates. The blood goes in the plates. If it's cold outside, the air cools down the blood, goes back into the body. That's how it regulates its temperature. And since there was cartilage on there was probably muscle on there. They were probably able to raise and lower their plates to like a sail for its needed purposes.
To steer.
To steer. Is that what you said about the Spinosaurus?
Yeah.
What was the sail for? For steering.
Well, in the water.
Yeah. How is it supposed to travel through the water? By wind. This dinosaur was discovered in 1877, long time ago. It was one of the first dinosaurs to be discovered, and because of its extremely small brain, which you probably even heard of before.
Yeah,
everyone
size of
knows.
a walnut.
Yeah, that's what they say. It was more actually like a bent hot dog.
A bent hot dog?
Yes, that's what the brain would have been shaped like.
Oh,
A
but
bent-
like the size of a walnut?
no, like a bent hot dog, about that size.
How bent?
Oh, bent.
Are we doing like that?
Oh
Like a
yeah,
little-
it's soggy.
Or is it like droopy?
Soggy. Let's move
All
on.
hot dogs are soggy.
God. Then why are you disagreeing? Now, one of the interesting things is a scientist who will not be named because I don't know his name or her name discovered that there is a humongous
When you said that, I thought it was because he did something shitty.
yeah triple homicide.
Known KKK Grand Dragon.
Yeah. The scientists discovered that there was a humongous compartment near the ass.
Called the asshole.
This little area, which wasn't so little, was about 7 times the size of its brain. So some idea is that it had a second brain that it stored in its ass. But most people believe that it was just an organ, probably for balance or maybe nervous system. But there is a compartment where possibly a second brain could
So
be.
he had like a pocket?
He had an ass pocket with a brain in it, maybe.
That's so dumb.
Look, dude.
Why would this thing has a pocket? Maybe it has a fucking other brain in it.
Yeah, I know, that's true. But they believe it could have also just been
Well, I
nervous
guess
system.
some cars have the engine in the trunk.
Yeah.
So
Punch buggy, no return.
shut up.
You didn't even see one.
You can't
do
say
that.
that. I get to punch you now. It's a dumb theory.
So what do you think what is the technical word for the plates, you think? You'll never guess it.
Well, if I'll never guess it, I'll just say fucking plates.
Great. Thanks, Brady. Thanks for participating.
You're
No.
doing great, kid.
Thagomizers.
That's not a thing.
Yeah, it is.
It's-
And it's based off of I believe a cartoon from back then. They just called it that because a cartoon described him as like they found plates of a Stegosaurus and they're like, oh, these are Thagomizers named after Thag Simpson.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Serious.
Thag Simpson?
Yeah.
That's not a Simpson.
Actually, I think it's Thag Simmons.
I was like, Thag Simpson is not a Simpson.
But same thing. It's crazy. This dinosaur was 9 meters long. That's a big, long boy.
That's a lot of meters.
And its spikes on its tail were about 2 to 3 feet long, which I believe I only said like 2 feet long, but they're
two
bigger.
to 3.
2 to 3, 2.2 tons. That's a heavy boy as well.
That's what? How much is a ton?
I don't know, but 23
In
kilos.
pounds.
I mean,
Look at
2,300
me.
kilos. Chemos. I almost said chemos.
That's a lot of chemo.
That's a lot of chemo.
You forgot your water on the ground.
I'm not drinking it.
Oh.
So Stegosaurus is the biggest Stegosaurus of the Stegosaurus family.
The Stegosaurus is the biggest Stegosaurus.
Yes. Much like Tyrannosaurus Rex was the biggest Tyrannosaurus of the Tyrannosauruses. Tyrannosaurs. That's what it would have been.
Way to go.
I believe so, actually. I actually don't. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think so. Because I don't think Megalosaurus is a Tyrannosaurus.
But he'd be mega.
Or Titanosaurus.
See, all those names sound like they'd be bigger than...
I don't know if Titanosaurus is bigger than T-Rex, but I believe Megalosaurus is.
My God.
Can't remember, though. This dinosaur did not eat the stones. You know, when they mash it up in there, it wouldn't have been a dinosaur that did that.
It didn't like usually like the bigger ones.
Yeah, like the Plodicus.
Diplodocus.
I think that actually might be a carnivore.
We
yeah,
haven't
like
done that episode yet. We don't
Brachiosaurus,
know.
shit like that. Yeah, I don't know about them, so. They chewed for sure like this. No side movement. Just straight up and down.
So they didn't chew like a cow?
No, they went. A lot of the depiction of Stegosaurus is, straight along like that. But its asshole would have been high. Would have been real high up there. Would have had a real...
So it would have been like a low rider?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
all the
yeah,
way
yeah,
down?
yeah, exactly. Or like those, what's that? What's the Scooby-Doo racers? That show where they were racing and stuff like that? Or even the other one where the dog's like... not Duck Hunt, but...
Oh, fuck.
But anyway, that show, they always have like the small wheels up front, the huge wheels at
Yeah.
the back. So kind of like built like that.
Kind of
And-
like those drag racing cars.
Yeah, right. Meaning Stegosaurus was a fast boy. No, he wasn't.
That pocket had a parachute in it.
They believe Stegosaurus traveled about 4 to 5 miles an hour.
Like on a good day?
Yeah,
Or
that's
like
running.
Just meandering.
That's running.
Oh.
That's a full tilt sprint.
Well, I'm sure it was more of a defensive thing than...
Yeah, but the plates weren't used for defense.
I don't know, but like maybe it had like a really thick skin and then it was really fast.
I
with
think
that tail.
Stegosaurus died a lot.
Maybe it was like Butterbean.
Fat?
You know, like Butterbean's like really fat and slow, but then he's got like fast hands.
Yeah, maybe.
But then like he'll
So
fucking.
Stegosaurus had fast hands.
He had fast tail.
Yeah, fast hands.
Look,
Brain probably weighed around 80 grams. That's a light.
not a lot of
brain.
grams.
That's like
That's $80 of marijuana.
some famous work that they have been in. Do you recall any?
Land Before Time.
Land Before Time. What?
Well, I don't.
Spike.
Well, Spike was.
Spike was
okay.
Stegosaurus
Yeah,
officially. Stegosaurus.
that's canon
Yeah, it's canon that Stegosauruses grew.
in the Land Before Time verse.
Stegosauruses generally grew 8 times their size within the first 1 minute of life after eating pounds of grass, which also was not. There was
After
no
coming
grass.
out of a fucking tiny egg.
No, there was no grass back then. That's the fucking worst part of Land Before Time.
Well, what was there?
Ferns, like
The fuck is a fern?
a fern. Your mother. You have a mother, and you don't know what a fern is. That's a classic mother plant.
My mom doesn't like plants. She doesn't like house plants. They're dirty.
The bite force of Stegosaurus was around
3 pounds.
It was horrible. It was about half the bite force.
Well, it's got a tiny fucking head.
Right, but it's about half the bite force of a Labrador.
That's nothing.
That's nothing.
Have you been bit by a Labrador? It doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
I got bit by a black lab once. It doesn't
not,
hurt
not
at
for
all.
real though.
It bit me on the leg.
Not for real though.
I wasn't playing with it. I was delivering my fucking newspaper.
You were a paper boy?
I was.
What happened?
I hated delivering papers. I was delivering my fucking newspaper, and a lady opened the door to grab a newspaper, and the fucking dog bit me on the fucking leg.
Dude, that could have been a Stegosaurus.
But like half. I don't think a Stegosaurus' mouth was big enough to get around my leg.
Oh, it's big enough.
It's got a tiny head though.
Yeah, this.
Yeah.
Dude, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
No.
It doesn't have any side movement. Can't do it.
If a Labrador could get its mouth around your leg, a fucking Stegosaurus could. You know what? You've said some real stupid things. They had very triangular, flat teeth. Obviously, it eats plants, ferns, shit like that. It's possible it could have reared up, so to grab taller foliage, maybe, because all of its weight was in the back. Like I said, big ass.
It's got that dump truck.
It's got that dump truck.
Fucking dump truck.
That fucking dumpy asshole.
It's packing out there a fucking dump truck.
Packing a kilo full of dino duty. Anyway, more popular pop culture that the Stegosaurus was found in Jurassic Park 2 and 3.
Oh yeah. What was it?
More prominently in the second
never
one.
mind. Never mind. It was in the book. It was in the first book.
Yes, it was in the first
I thought
book.
it was in the first movie, but it was the first book.
It's not in the second book, though, but it's in the second movie. Look, they made a mess. But it played a big part at the beginning of the second movie, where it literally uses its tail to go vertical because the dinosaur can totally flip its whole...
Like a kangaroo?
No, but it's like, so its tail has the spikes up like this, and then she goes in a log, and for some reason the tail could go... All I picture is the fucking... The guy like flipping upside down, like doing a jump and then going... Even more famously, and I have seen this movie, and it is absolutely... I like it, but it's horrible. 1933 version of King Kong. King Kong actually fights a stop motion
That's true. He
Stegosaurus.
does.
And the Stegosaurus goes like this. And then like spins around.
Those movies are so funny. Like that, the original Godzilla is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Good
Well,
times.
the original Americanized version of Godzilla is fucking hilarious.
I like all the Japanese Godzillas. They're good. They're horrible, but they're good.
Yeah.
It's King Ghidorah. Anyway,
That's about it.
that's it. So what do you think, Brady? Stegosaurus is a little cooler than Archaeopteryx, since you
Yeah,
were very
it
disappointed
is.
in Archaeopteryx.
Archaeopteryx is too small to
And-
be cool.
Brady, what would be your rating?
Let's give him a 5.
A 5.
Yeah.
You're actually a cock. Like you're actually an asshole. What's the highest rating you've given?
Honestly, it might have been Allosaurus.
Yeah, Allosaurus got like an 8, right?
Yeah, it was an 8 or
So
9.
what is a 10? Tyrannosaurus Rex!
We'll see when I get all the information.
When I get a 10 dinosaur, I'll let you know. Fine. Whatever. Great.
When we get top dog information.
We got a minute left before I have to start this camera. Thank you all so much for coming to the podcast today. You can find us everywhere you get podcasts, including Stuff Where You Listen, Stuff Where You Watch, Stuff Where You Learn. I forgot
Is that our
everything.
new slogan?
No. We're stuff you can listen to, stuff you can watch, and stuff you can learn. Oh, I just flipped them off. Stuff you can learn. Fuck. No. Thank you so much for watching, Brady. Closing words.
You can Stegosaurus.